Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at Dominik Szoboszlai in the Wonderkid watch. We have seen that he has moved from Red Bull Salzburg to Red Bull Leipzig in real life following the winter update. This has been transferred to Football Manager 21, and we can take a look at kind of where we can go from there. Is he going to progress, get further? Is it going to be easy to sign him? How much is he going for as well? Now, with regards to starting at the club, he did sign for 18.25 million, so I expect he will be around for some time. Leipzig are a team that look to sign younger players, so it's certainly a signing that makes sense for them with regards to that. Now, he is a player that can play in the central or left side, but also can play anywhere further forward as well. Deemed as a wonderkid by the media, along with having 8 caps already for Hungary. So he's a big player to have in the team. Certainly someone to look forward to keep an eye on. And we'll jump 5 years ahead to see where he's at. So he's already moved off to Arsenal. He's already made a request as well to be transfer listed. So he's spent some time at Arsenal and was already looking to move on. 24 years of age with 52 caps to his name for Hungary. Starting to develop quite a lot with a lot of attributes that are looking very nice. £155,000 worth of wages, but let's have a look at that transfer. £78 million Arsenal paid for him, so he's not going to come cheap, but it does look like he has performed very well for them in the league, hitting that 7.7 rating last year and 7.5 the year before. Done well for Leipzig as well by the looks of things, but has he been able to win anything at that stage? Leipzig were Polka winners in 2021, and that's when they moved, and he also won a trophy with Arsenal as well. So he has performed for them, and they has won a couple of trophies. It'd be interesting to see, with that request coming in, if he does move on and after 3 years at Arsenal, or if it'll be a case that he'll just be stuck around. Now deemed as a world-class midfielder, he's a big player as well, which is always quite nice to have a player who's technically quite gifted, as well as being quite a larger player, 6'2", so not a small man, and certainly can hold his own in the middle of the park. But we'll jump another 5, get to 29 years, and see where he's at. No change then for Dominik. He's still at Arsenal, now reaching 95 caps for Hungary. A big player by the looks of things with regards to his stats. Very well-rounded in that front. Even defensively, he's not actually looking too bad with 12 tackling there, as well as 10 marking and 9 heading. When it comes to leaving the club, I'm surprised. He's not left. He's happy to stay. He's got his number 7 shirt that I'm sure he was wanting. That £78 million price tag is a huge amount of money for Arsenal, so no wonder they didn't really want to let him go. And there's been a lot of performances he's put in to match that value, possibly. Hitting double figures most seasons for assists and goals together. So he's contributing certainly to the team in ways that I'm sure you can imagine are obviously very, very good. 29 years of age though, so he will start to decline now with regards to his performances, everything like that. Has reached 247 appearances for Arsenal. Will that continue, or will he then look to move on to another team? It's certainly something we'll find out. So we'll jump another 5 years, take another look, and see where we're at. This is very interesting. So he's moved off to Porto. It's quite funny, really, because if you've seen a few of the other episodes of Wonderkid Watch, quite a few players move over to the Portuguese league and Porto as well when they get to the last stages. I don't know if that's kind of a sign of the league maybe being slightly easier on their bodies, so they're able to keep performing at a level and wanting to win trophies. But it's very interesting to see. He's a lot more versatile now, and as you can see, his physical stats have started to decline, but still looking very good on all other fronts. He hasn't been quite able to reach that century mark for Hungary's national team with £225,000 wages, so I'm sure he's not too bothered in that aspect. He moved for 32 million, so Arsenal did get a good chunk of money back for that, and has continued to perform for them in the Premier League in Portugal. So it is still definitely a value for money in that essence. He is getting on a bit now at 34 years old, so certainly towards the end of his career. But let's take a look at those trophies. So he's won the Euro Cup and Carabao Cup, and having moved to Porto, he also won the Portuguese Super Cup, Portuguese Premier League, and both of those as well again in 2035. So he's continuing to win things at clubs. Not a massive haul of trophies and probably not the biggest competitions to win, but he is still performing very well for them and getting those trophies in. Again, very well rounded even at this age, with his physicals even starting to decline. He's still very good. Certainly a player you can seem to last the distance with that 16 natural fitness. But let's jump again, see if he's still around or if he's retired and kind of where he's at. Alright, so Dominik Szoboszlai has become a director of football in his retirement. So he's continued to hang around the sport, not looking the most amazing of directors of football. Judging ability, potential and negotiation isn't great. He is quite adaptable though, so you could maybe use him as more of a coach role, and he's got quite good determination in working with youngsters, so certainly someone that you could maybe change into a head of youth development if he's willing to kind of take that role on. A player that's obviously done very well, record of 13 competitions over his career, consecutively winning the Portuguese League, the Euros, Euro Cup, all that good stuff for them, along with a couple of earlier on in his career. Now, it does look like he did move to Southampton at the end of his career, which is interesting. He obviously left Porto for £2.3 million, so a bargain price for Southampton, and he played 2 seasons, not performing anywhere near the level he had previously, but still one of those players that can come off the bench to certainly give a bit of game time. He obviously lasted a very long period, reaching close to the 39 years of age mark when he retired. So longevity-wise, very good. Maybe not the best director of football, but certainly a player I'd sign when he's actually playing in competitive matches. Keep an eye out for him. See if you can get him a bit cheaper than the £78 million Arsenal bought him for, or even wait a little bit later on, because I'm sure he'd still be a very good player depending on how your play style is. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. If you did obviously like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will catch you next time. Bye.